All right, awesome. So, a little late today, and I haven't been posting. But yeah, today's notes are for April 22nd, 2025. I've already traded a couple of times today, but there are still some good entry points for today. The orders that I had were bounces off of 5,200. That was yesterday. We didn't necessarily bounce off of 5,200, went down below it, then came back up and it did a little bounce this morning, but that was before market hours. And I mean, we can trade that, but what ended up happening was the other order was shorts at 5,300 with a 15-minute red candle and 5,260 green candle. So going long at 5,260. 5,260 was this morning, rose up. It's about 40 plus points, then coming down 40 plus, almost 40 plus points. We haven't hit the magical 5,260 level. But from here, what we can expect possibly is for it to retrace back above 5,260 all the way to 5,300, it recovering that 40 points of range in the options market. That is ridiculous, depending on how many contracts you trade. And in the futures market, whether the ES or the MES or even the NASDAQ, that's pretty good. So yeah, today I think that we had a lot of squeeze. We got some squeezing going on the daily chart. I saw a possible reverse up, and that was the shaft cycle. I think, let me see here. So here we see kind of like a fake reverse. But this, I think that might have been on the hourly. Let me check on the hourly just to make sure. Yeah, I think that was on the daily. Let me check on my other device real quick. Yeah, so kind of like a fake reverse down. You can't really see it here, but on the other chart it shows. And what we're kind of seeing is like a squeeze in between a certain range, which to me is 5,200 to 5,300, which really you wouldn't think that's a squeeze, but now it's 5,260 to 5,300. And we are still bearish, but for the most part, you can get, there's going to be momentum under a certain level. As you can see, that just turned red on the hourly. But yeah, I have a lot of notes that might not translate well because I'm not on my tablet where I can actually draw it out. But the squeeze range for today was 5,200 to 5,250, and then we broke out of that, which made our 5,260 trade valid and our 5,300 short valid once we started trending back down. I'll go back to the 15-minute. The shaft was flat top on the hourly, and that's still the case. So it's still trending up. Also want to start throwing in some dollar and yield stuff. So that was dropping as well. And I think on the futures, it's continued to drop for the day. 1.14 from 1.15. Haven't really dominated into that range on the dollar euro, but we have come down on the future, at least for the July, I think it's the June expiration contract. And the yield is down just a tad. So the VIX has been holding at about 32. When I wrote this, it was at 31. So not a big change in the VIX, but as you can see, it's dropping down here. I may see, not immediately, but see some bullishness above this 50-day moving average here. Wouldn't be surprised again if it dropped down and then came back up. But 5,260 is money. 5,200 bounce. I would wait for a 15-minute green candle. Again, I'm using Heiken Ashi candles, so if you want to test that level, you can, regardless of the candle color. But I would wait for a green candle to populate before you enter, so that you have an average. You have somewhat of an average to go off of direction-wise and trend-wise. That's it for today. Even though it's 150, those orders are still hot. I might still drop it. I still might jump in at this 5,200 level. I would not short it here. I would wait for it to retrace back up if it does, or drop all the way down to 5,200. So, because that range may not be a clean drop. Thought this was going to turn into a head and shoulders, but it didn't. So I wonder how this is going to turn out since it's on my phone. But I just wanted to quickly record a video just to put some kind of content out there. But we'll be at it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. I'm trying to be more consistent with these videos, but I've just had a lot going on, and I've been trading. I just haven't been doing the videos. I do my analysis every morning, but like I said, videos, haven't been doing them. So if you like and enjoy them, please let me know. Hit my inbox. And don't forget to check out Options Arena LLC. We are making some great moves in there. We started a 10K to 25K challenge. So you don't have to have that amount to trade off of the challenge. We just give notifications, or we give badges to the trading for that account. So yeah, feel free to join in. It's only $49.99 a month, and we'll see you in there. All right, have a great day.